It's official. The biggest question that all Yankee fans were wondering about entering into spring training finally has a true answer behind it, as it has been revealed what Aaron Boone plans to do with the only Yankees position that did not have an answer yet, obviously that being third base. And now we know the plan, and it's very, very interesting, as a lot of people just expected it to be one name, and that's not exactly what happened, and we're going to jump into all of this. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Yankees Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as always. Guys, if you're part of that 70% that's not subscribed to Yankees Digest, this is the place to be for all New York Yankees content. We're on that grind, trying to get out multiple videos every day now, at least over the week. Over the weekends, I'm a little less available, but Ugo and Kirk, in theory, will one day return, but they've gone missing. But up until then, let's talk about the New York Yankees because it's so gosh darn fun. Guys, Aaron Boone made a controversial decision today as he decided who the Yankees' third baseman is going to be for this season, but it comes with a few caveats. It's not a forever choice, and it's not something that is one consistent guy necessarily. Now, I could keep talking about this very, very weirdly, trying to not give anything away, or I could just tell you guys. So I think we're going to do the latter there. As Brian Hoke said, that third base seems moderately settled with Oswaldo Cabrera with a 333 average, 2 home runs, and 3 RBIs and 33 at-bats in spring training penciled in, unless an outside acquisition is made. Now, it's important to note that the Yankees are not above making an outside acquisition. They may trade for someone. It still is something that's happened. They've shown interest in a few different players from the Minnesota Twins. They've shown a bunch of interest all around the MLB, trying to find an upgrade with a right-handed hitter specifically who can play the corner field spots and also potentially the outfield as well. So there's a bunch of names that have come in since then that the New York Yankees have teased as potential options, as they're doing everything they can to try to find another third baseman who makes the team better. However, it comes with the caveat that they don't want someone who's going to make a ton of money because they want to stay under the cap threshold that they're under right now. And by they, I mean that's Hal Steinbrenner who wants to do that. So because of that, what we're looking at is the New York Yankees looking for cheaper guys on their rookie deals still, or just trying to find a diamond in the rough somewhere, or just playing what they have now, which is a mix of Oswaldo Cabrera, Oswald Peraza, potentially the cadaver of DJ LeMahieu, and outside of that, there's a few other names that have also popped up that we will talk about in this video as well, which is important to note. But just going over the New York Yankees and where they're at right now, we have seen a bunch of different names, but mainly it's been the core three name, the Oswalds, and then DJ, and DJ's out. So where do we go from here? Well, as Brian Hoke mentions, the Yankees suggested that Cabrera might share time with Oswald Peraza, who has a .182 average, 1 RBI, and 33 at-bats with the Yankees in spring training because he's out of minor league options and can play multiple infield positions, really any infield position. He has never played first base, but one imagines he can. Pablo Reyes, who's had a 357 average, 3 RBIs, and 28 at-bats. Reyes is a name to watch at 31 years old as well. Has also earned attention for his live bat. Yorvit Vivas got a bit of a late start to his camp, but he hit well with a .500 average with 3 RBIs in 20 at-bats as well. So these are all names that we could see. Vivas is a young guy who's very exciting, and the Yankees will either use him at some point or try to deal him in order to get back some sort of a pitcher, most likely. But that's a conversation that we'll try to have on a different day. Also, Hoke mentions that Oswald Peraza came out of today's game with the New York Yankees because he had a 3 p.m. appointment with an eye doctor. So maybe the answer to Oswald Peraza specifically is he needs to get his eyes checked. That'd be absolutely huge if that was the problem and we have a simple solution to it. But probably not. The Yankees never were big Oswald Peraza fans. Ever since they brought him in, he had a bunch of potential, and it felt like the Yankees just always delayed using him, which really upset me because I've been a stern believer in Peraza. Frankly, I thought he was going to be better than Anthony Volpe. Obviously, it appears that I'm wrong. But at the same time, you do go over this and you do see, okay, well, Peraza's still 24 years old. He's young. He's got a lot of potential. Why are the New York Yankees so hesitant to use him? And it's because he's had some bad inconsistencies throughout his career, less so than Oswaldo Cabrera, who also has, but again, less so. Last year, Cabrera had a 1.3 WAR and 299 at-bats with 8 home runs and 74 hits, which is a 247 batting average. Also had an OPS of 661. Look, Oswaldo Cabrera is an elite fielder. He's a very, very, very talented fielder, especially at the third base spot. He's super good at it. So the below-average hitting numbers are fine. He's not an average offensive player. He is below average. He bats from both sides, but mainly the left side, which is also helpful for the Yankees continuing to go left-right or right-left. They like to have it opposite every single at-bat. So they're going to be able to do that better with Cabrera there, who's a switch hitter, along with Jason Dominguez, who's also a switch hitter, making everyone's life a little bit easier. Though Cabrera has batted lefty against some left-handed hitters, or left-handed pitchers, excuse me, because of the fact that he is a better left-handed hitter, to the point where the Yankees have wondered if it's even worth keeping Cabrera as a switch hitter. However, for right now, he currently is batting at the switch hitting spot, which is just usually going to lead to you being a better left-handed hitter because you're doing it so much more. But you guys know the deal with that stuff. We saw Jorge Posada. But look, in spring training, Oswaldo, he's deserved it. I mean, I thought it was going to be Peraza. I stood by Peraza was better than him. Maybe I'm just a Peraza truther. Maybe I'm just overrating Oswald Peraza. But in 2025 spring training for Cabrera, he earned it. I mean, he had 12 hits, good batting average at 333, 2 home runs, showed some real power there, 3 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, OPS of 900, on base percentage of 400. It's kind of hard to not go with Oswaldo Cabrera here. He won it. He went out there and he was the best player. So now Oswaldo Cabrera is going to be the opening day third baseman, which shouldn't be too shocking to anyone. It's especially with LeMahieu injured, it's not that surprising. I mean, DJ LeMahieu's been injured all the time for the last couple of years, and that did not change. He got hurt almost instantly again, and he said it was just terrible luck and that he's super upset about it and that he's working to get back. But it is going to be a while. He's gotten more reps. He's getting closer to getting back, but it's still going to be like a month, 2 months before we really see LeMahieu able to start playing and get activated. So we'll see that then if the Yankees decide to use LeMahieu and try to see if they could tap back into what they once had with him. However, it does feel like the LeMahieu years are over, which is unfortunate because it was fun while it lasted, but oh well, what are you going to do? Everyone gets older. Look, on top of this, you have Peraza, who in 10 at-bats last season, I mean, had 2 hits and a home run. 4 career home runs in 232 at-bats, 216 batting average, not great. OPS is 612. It felt like this would have been his best chance to really show something, but he didn't show something. He was good in the latter part of spring training, but at the beginning he really struggled, and that dug him in a hole. And even though he's playing a lot better now, there is just no really he's running out of any sort of shot. He'll probably be depth with the Yankees since he's out of options, and the Yankees would have to waive him or would have to just end up trading him, so they effectively have to DFA him, and he's not going to pass through waivers to the minor leagues. The team's going to pick him up, so they're effectively DFAing him if he does not make the roster this season. So that's very interesting to think about. I really hope they just keep him on to be a good base runner and someone who should be getting bats against lefties. Oswald Peraza should be in over Oswaldo Cabrera. Don't end this just at the regular season. We don't know what's going to happen once the regular season begins. That would really upset me. But Peraza, yeah, hasn't been great at all. 184 average right now, 262 on base percentage, 473 OPS, and 38 at bats. Has set 7 hits, 1 RBI, 1 stolen base, but he just has not been good enough. He's a great fielder, but the hitting just did not get there in time. So now the Yankees have been forced to move on. Meanwhile, you look at a guy like Pablo Reyes, who's been great. I mean, he has 10 hits and 31 at bats. It's a 323 batting average with an OPS of 805. Doesn't have a home run, but has a couple RBIs, a couple stolen bases. Has been a solid fielder as well. Has 521 at bats in the regular season, where he's got 8 home runs, 54 RBIs, OPS is 658, 309 on base percentage, which is not great. The batting average is fine enough, I guess, for a fringe MLB player. So that's actually fine completely for a fringe MLB player. But Reyes is someone who a lot of Yankee fans are calling for to get on the roster because they like the 31-year-old's ability. I would agree. I think Reyes has been very solid. He's kind of earned a spot, but it comes down to if the Yankees are going to use him or not. He was a non-roster invitee, so he is obviously fighting that uphill battle, but there is a real world to believe in that all going down successfully, so it just matters on what's going to happen next. But as of right now, opening day, unless he gets injured, it's Oswaldo Cabrera, and at this point, if it's not, I mean, it's very likely Pablo Reyes. Like, I really think that Peraza's dug himself in a hole here, and we're probably not really ever going to see him play for the Yankees, which does suck. I was a huge fan. I really thought he could have something. Hopefully, if he doesn't play for the Yankees will move on and trade Peraza using whatever value he has to try to net you something, whether it's, no matter what it is, no matter what his value is, try to use him in a trade if nothing else. Don't waste him. He's still 24 years old. There's going to be teams that are going to be willing to bite. Yeah, they're not going to give you some superstar for him. Like, he can't be the key piece in some Dylan Cease trade or something, but he can be a piece in a trade that can net you something solid enough. I truly believe when you see a 24-year-old prospect who's an elite fielder and is just still trying to figure out the hitting, but the Yankees haven't really given him an opportunity, I think there would be a team that would bite. But guys, let me know what you think down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, guys, and go Yankees.